All right, let's just jump right in. What if I told you that one of the biggest pieces of health advice we've all been taught our whole lives, the whole 3 square meals a day thing, is not just wrong, but maybe even harmful? We're going to dig into the advice of a 108-year-old woman who has a completely different take on all of this. And trust me, it's pretty radical. And believe me, she does not pull any punches. Hattie Mae says this idea that we need to be eating all the time to keep our metabolism humming along, well, she calls it a lie. A lie that she says is the reason we're all so tired and achy, breaking down way before our time. So what's really happening inside our bodies when we eat like that? So to get a handle on this problem, think about it like this. Imagine your body is like a big tractor engine, a powerful one, but you never, ever turn it off. I mean, what do you think happens when an engine runs nonstop, day in and day out, without a single break? But before we get to that, let's just quickly remember the conventional wisdom we're all swimming in. Oh yeah, you know the drill. Eat breakfast to jumpstart your metabolism. Have snacks to keep the fire burning. I mean, it sounds kind of logical on the surface, right? But what we're looking at here is the argument that this completely misses the point of how our bodies are actually designed to function. So on one hand, you've got this myth we're sold, a nice, steady, gently burning metabolic fire. But the reality? Hattie Mae says it's more like an engine that's running red hot, all day, every day. Think about it. From that sugary cereal you have at 7 a.m. to that late-night bowl of ice cream, it is just a relentless, non-stop demand on your body. And here's the absolute kicker. Breaking down food is not some passive little thing your body just does. Nope. It is the single hardest job your body has. We're talking about a mountain of blood, heat, and energy. Every single time you eat, you are forcing your body to literally drop everything else it's doing and divert all its resources to just one thing, digestion. And what's the cost of that? Well, if all your body's energy is going towards digestion 24/7, guess what it has left over for actual healing and repair? Absolutely nothing. The engine just burns out. It starts to, as Hattie Mae puts it, rust from the inside. And that, she says, is where that constant fatigue and those unexplained aches and pains come from. So what's the alternative? Well, the solution is actually pretty simple. It has nothing to do with adding another pill or some fancy supplement to your routine. It's all about subtraction. It's about finally giving your body some quiet time so it can call in what this source calls the repair crew. Okay, so doctors have a fancy scientific name for this process. It's called autophagy. It literally translates to self-eating. But honestly, Hattie Mae's way of explaining it is so much better. She just calls it cleaning house. See, when that engine finally gets a chance to cool down, maybe after 14 or 16 hours without food, the body goes, okay, time to send in the crew to tidy up this place. And what does this repair crew actually do? Well, they're not just kicking back. They are actively sweeping the floors. They're eating up old, junky cells that are causing problems. This is what can help reduce that swelling in your joints. This is what clears the fog from your brain. They start fixing all the damage from the processed junk we eat. It is literally the deep clean your body has been begging for. But, and this is so important, the second you eat breakfast, that cleanup process slams to a halt. The moment you take a bite of that cereal, your body has to drop the broom and rush all its energy right back to the grueling work of digestion. You've basically just fired the repair crew for the day. Now, I know exactly what some of you are thinking right now. But wait, if I miss a meal, I get shaky, I get a headache, I get so hangry, right? Well, according to this, that feeling has a name, and it's not hunger. It's a sugar tantrum. And we need to be really clear on the difference here. That headache, that shaky feeling, that sudden weakness, that's not hunger. That is withdrawal. Your body is so addicted to a constant drip of sugar and carbs that it literally throws a tantrum when you take it away. It is not a signal that you're starving. Because true hunger, Hattie Mae says, feels completely different. It's not this loud, screaming emergency in your head. It's quiet. It's focused. It actually makes your mind feel sharp. That feeling we've been taught to call hunger is often just our body's addiction screaming for its next fix. So how in the world do you push through that rough spot in the morning? The advice here is really simple. Drink a big glass of water, and then have a cup of good, strong black coffee. Apparently, that's the key to getting past that withdrawal hump and tapping into a kind of deep, clean energy you might not have felt in a long time. All right, so you made it through the morning, you let the repair crew do their thing. Now what? What do you actually eat when it's time to break that fast? Well, let's look at the 7 key foods that Hattie Mae says have kept her going strong.
Okay, here's the list. First up, black coffee to get your brain firing on all cylinders. Next, berries. She calls them God's candy to fight inflammation. To keep your mind sharp and that engine from rusting, fatty fish like salmon or sardines. Don't forget whole eggs, yolk included, for your brain and eyes. For raw power, she says good red meat for strength. To keep your gut healthy, fermented foods like sauerkraut. And her secret weapon, raw cacao, which she says acts like little spark plugs for your cells.
So we've got the when and we've got the what. But look, this isn't about some crazy complicated diet plan. The way to actually do this every day is incredibly simple. It's all about getting your body into a natural, sustainable rhythm. And here is the magic number you're aiming for: 14 to 16 hours. Every single day, you want to give your body a 14 to 16 hour window with zero food. Pure, uninterrupted rest from digestion. That's the window where the real magic, the real healing, actually happens.
So here's what that looks like in a typical day. Step 1, when you wake up, just stick to water or black coffee. Let your stomach rumble a bit, it's okay. Step 2, you eat your first meal when the sun is high in the sky, and you make it count with those real, powerful foods we talked about. And step 3, this is key. When the sun goes down, you're done. The kitchen is closed. That's it. This simple rhythm lets that repair crew come in and do its job, night after night.
And at the end of the day, this isn't really about a strict diet. It's about remembering that our bodies have this incredible built-in ability to heal themselves. The real power isn't in some pill you can buy. It's already written into our DNA. We just have to learn how to get out of our own way.
So I guess the big question to ask yourself after all this is your engine always running? Is it spending every ounce of energy just digesting the next meal? Or are you giving it that quiet, peaceful time it needs to cool down, to clean house, and to actually heal? Because that choice really is one we get to make every single day.